What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. In this video we've got back day, and I am going to be officially trying the Sam Sulek workout program. Now the thing about Sam Sulek, this guy's been growing like crazy over the past few months on social media. I think he's got around 2 million, around 1.7 mil subscribers. Huge guy. I love his videos, and today I'm going to try one of his workouts, his back day. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an interesting workout because it's quite similar to my workouts where I train to failure. He loves applying the Mike Menser routine as well, so I respect him for that. And as a tribute to Mike Menser, we're going to get this back workout in. What is up, YouTube? Alright, so for the first exercise, as I've seen in Sam Sulek's program, he did some sort of a row variation. I think he did with the neutral grip row, but in my case I decided to go with my normal variation, which is the standing row. So I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. So normal horizontal rows with a straight bar. So in this case, I warmed up with 60 kilos. After warming up with 60 kilos, I decided to go for 90 kilos. As you can see, I'm using the straps to limit the use of my forearms in order to be able to pull the weight without my forearms giving out. So 90 kilos, I think it equates to almost 200 pounds for all the Americans out there. I did around 6 to 8 reps, I remember. It was quite difficult because I felt my lower back taking over, and in those cases where my lower back was taking over, I just stopped, I paused for a second, and I kept it on the floor while I did my row. The issue with this kind of horizontal row is that you put a lot of stress on your lower back. So if you're not careful and you load the bar too much and you try to do rows horizontally like this without having your chest supported, you could really injure yourself. So you have to think about that every time you do the exercise. This was the case for me here, where I just took some time to relieve myself. Anyways, following Sam Sulek's workout program, he likes to take everything till failure. As mentioned before, Mike Menser principle of taking everything into failure. So exercises, doing 1 to 2 sets per exercise and making sure you're going till failure. Now that doesn't mean you go till failure by doing drop sets or by just going until by dropping the weight and just doing multiple sets of exercise like that. You could go till failure by doing only a certain number of reps. So such as in this case where I did 8 to 12 reps, but they were extremely difficult. So I was really pushing myself, and I'd stop I think around when my form started to break down. So as long as my form was good and I was engaging the right muscles, I continued. But other than that, I stopped when I realized that my form was breaking down and I was pulling more with my lower back than with my overall back. See, as you see, I like to do this pause thing where I just drop the weight, realign myself, reset myself for that next rep, and I do the same thing just to be able to engage. At this point, this is my second set, and I felt extremely heavy. So I decided to call it quits there, just like how Sam Sulek would do. He'd do 2 sets of this kind of variation till failure. After that, I had lat pull downs, the classic clip where Sam Sulek is known for. As usual, we use the straps again to minimize the form breakdown. And as you can see, I'm standing on the bench. I find it that when I'm level with the bar normally, it's easier for me to get my straps around the bar, and I'm able to lock it in better if I was to try sitting down. So I was standing in the middle of the gym like an idiot trying to secure this, and then I pulled down. So for my first set, I wasn't sure how heavy I could go.
I knew I could go full stack, but I wasn't sure about it. I wanted to be able to do 8 to 12 reps. So I just went one lower than full stack. I did, I think, around 81 kilos, which is 180 to 190 pounds. And I did the exact same thing Sam Sulek does, go till failure until I physically can't pull anymore. So that's what I was doing in this case. I was pulling even regardless of form breakdown. I didn't really care about form in this movement because it's very stable and there's very low risk of injury. So I was just really pulling, like even when my arms gave up, I was still doing some sort of like a shrug or some sort of pullover to ensure that I'm exhausting the lats fully and completely. After that, I supersetted it with some lat pullovers. I think I used the ropes first, and then after the lat exercises, when I did my third exercise, after that, I had done it with a single arm. So in this case, I was using a rope to do my lat pullovers, engaging the muscles, trying to exhaust the muscles. As I'm recording this right now, my lats are completely fatigued. The superset, I have done it before. I actually took inspiration from Sam Sulek, so it's something that I actually do quite a lot, but it's really effective if you're trying to develop your lats. Every single time I've done this workout specifically for lats, my lats have always been sore the next day. They're always like they're growing quite a lot because of this movement. So it's really good. Yeah, so after this, I think I did a drop set, or I must have done this. I don't really remember. I did the one arm Samsung classic pullovers. I loaded up the cable machine and I pulled with one arm. Now I'm not sure if my form is entirely great here or correct, but this is what I try to do, and this is how I feel it the best in my lats, particularly for this movement. So that's what I was aiming to do, just trying to feel out the muscle, trying to put as much blood into the muscle, and trying to fatigue it as much as possible so that I can get that mechanical tension, aka hypertrophy, so I can actually grow from this movement. Because at the end of the day, there's no point of doing a movement if you don't see progress with it, and if you are just slacking off in the exercise. So that's, I like training with intent, trying to exhaust the muscle to its utmost capability so that the next time I train the same muscle group, it comes back stronger and bigger. And that's the main goal of bodybuilding in general, is to just constantly improve ourselves, constantly become bigger than what we were last time. And I think that's a form of growth that is beautiful in itself, which every person should strive. Anyways, after the pullovers, I tried to do some of these Samsulek rows, seated rows. Unfortunately, I don't have the handle which he uses, that you're able to use a neutral grip, but I tried to do it with a straight bar. For some reason, I think because I exhausted myself in the previous two exercises with like training till failure, I barely had any strength for this movement, and I was not able to concentrate quite a lot. I think this movement was mainly for the traps and rear delts. A bit of lat and back involvement, but other than that, it was mostly the traps and rear delts that got hit in this movement. But again, I was super tired from the other two exercises, and this was, I think, my third and final exercise before I decided to call it quits and end the workout there, because I realized that I had hit my muscle sufficiently. I think I did around 6 to 8 sets in total, which is the average amount that Sam Sulek also does. So I think I kind of was able to succeed in that aspect. After that, I decided to show my pump. As you can see, classic Sam Sulek. After he works out, he always shows his pump to the guys. So that's what I tried to do as well in this video. It was quite late, so I wasn't able to show much. I didn't want to remove my shirt because I was sweaty and everything, but this is where the pump took me. But yeah, that's really about it for this workout. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Alright boys, that is the end of the workout. I am absolutely gassed. Like, I did not expect it to be this difficult, for sure. Like, training to failure approach is so much fun, yet so tiring. Like, after the lat pull downs and the rows, I was just gassed. I had no more energy left because I spent so much energy on those two exercises that when I got to my third exercise, which was that seated row, I barely had any energy. I had to quite literally push myself to try getting some reps in. But yeah, that was a really fun workout. I hope I did justice to his workout. I tried to, at least. That's to my best of my abilities. At the end of the day, I'm just a teenager, and a natural one at that, so I won't have the stamina or endurance or even the strength of Sam Sulek. So I tried my best, but I respect the guy really for training that way. If you guys did enjoy that video, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace.